Hey, this is Rebecca Dirks with PremierGuitar.com. We're here at the Montreal Guitar Show talking to Saul Koll about some of the guitars you've brought. Let's start by talking about that one on the end, which is quite a bit different than the other ones on the table here.
It is, yeah. That's an RE model. It was named after Ron Echte, who's a wonderful jazz guitar player from Houma, Louisiana, in Los Angeles for the last 30 or 40 years. But this is a guitar I designed for Ronnie back in the day, back in the 80s, and so that's where the RE comes from. Um, this is a spruce top, carved spruce top, and carved maple back. It's headless. It has mahogany neck. The string retainer is ebony. Sometimes I make them out of brass. This one's ebony. I use Steinberger tuners. This is a harmonic design. I believe it's a Z90. And the idea behind this guitar is that it is it's ergonomic. It sits on your leg really nice when you're playing. It presents the guitar in a really nice way to presents it in an easy way to play, like a Steve Klein guitar. I borrow a lot from him. I borrow this line from him, but I wanted to retain the traditional hourglass sort of guitar shape and the F hole, and so that's kind of what this is. It's a hybrid. It's a hybrid of a traditional jazz guitar, built like a jazz guitar, but with the ergonomic sort of features, so comfortable to play. This guitar I built for the show. Typically, I'm not a big fan of crazy maple, super fancy woods, but this was such an interesting piece that I thought, well, maybe I can have some fun with it. It's consecutive in that the top and the back came from the same piece. It has this interesting mineral streak with the lighter and the darker woods, and I thought that was pretty cool. And it echoes on the top as well. These are three Peter Biltoff pickups from Vintage Vibe. They're Charlie Christian style pickups. I think he calls them CC Riders. And then a Bigsby B3. David King made me some knobs for this guitar. We wanted to make it as woody as possible, switch tips and so forth. This is pretty typical. I'll use an ebony veneer for the face cap of the guitar. You can see that repeated on that one and this one here, although that's a Madagascar rosewood. So that's what that guitar is about. Let me bring this one up too.
All right.
This is a superior model. See how it has a slightly different cut, it has more of a double cut than this model. And this one is Karina with a kind of a lime Mary Kay TV-ish finish on it. It has tortoise bindings. The pickups this is a Fralin Twang Master and a harmonic design Z90, and a hip shot tremolo, or vibrato actually. This one has a Brazilian rosewood fingerboard, and a set neck. And finally, this guitar. This is a Super Glide, which is a standard model of mine, one of which I've Premier Builders Guild is also making the same model, but not with these features. This is a carved spruce top. It has bent sides like a traditional jazz guitar. Has a carved maple back. This neck wood came out of the same billet as the top and back, as the sides and back. All the fittings are ebony. The pickup rings and the pick guard and the tailpiece. And for the inlays on this guitar, it's end grain of ivoroid. So I wanted to have a little texture to them. You can see and I wanted it to look like an Eastern European kind of guitar, like maybe Hofner or Hofner's rival that went out of business in 1959. So I just wanted it to look, East Berlin or something. And that's the story behind that is.
Well, you've brought some very beautiful guitars to show, as always, and we're glad to check them out. If people want to learn more about your guitars, where can they go?
KollGuitars.com.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
This is Rebecca Dirks for PremierGuitar.com.